Senator from Michigan.
Mr. President, yesterday I came to the floor to warn that a critical cybersecurity protection that has been in place for a decade was set to run out and expire at the end of the fiscal year. I urge my colleagues to pass a bipartisan, clean, 10-year extension to keep these important national security protections in place. Unfortunately, just one of my colleagues objected, and as of midnight, they have now expired. As a result, we are without this critical line of defense. Our economy, our infrastructure, and our government is exposed. It is now going to be a more challenging effort to protect businesses and critical infrastructure against cyber attacks at a time, Mr. President, when you know that our adversary attacks continue to grow more aggressive and more sophisticated. This law was passed with strong bipartisan support, and the support remains strong in both chambers. Even the Trump administration agrees, and the White House and the Department of Homeland Security support a 10-year extension and want to see this bill passed. For months, my colleagues and I have heard from a broad coalition of industry leaders who need the long-term certainty that a 10-year reauthorization provides, so we can protect our systems and they can protect their systems and customers. And that's why Senator Rounds and I introduced a clean, bipartisan 10-year extension all the way back in April. Every hour we delay is an open invitation to cyber criminals and hostile actors to attack our economy and our critical infrastructure. And I would urge my colleagues to put our national and economic security first and pass this clean, long-term extension. As if in legislative session and notwithstanding Rule 22, I ask unanimous consent that the Committee on Homeland Security and Government Affairs be discharged from further consideration of S. 1377 and the Senate proceed to its immediate consideration. That the bill be considered read a third time and passed, and the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table with no intervening action or debate.
Is there objection?
Mr. President.
Senator from Oklahoma.
Reserving the right to object. As Mr. President, as you know, the CISA reauthorization is also included in the clean CR that we're also trying to be able to pass with this continuing resolution. On behalf of Chairman Paul, he has asked me to be able to come and object. So I object.
Heard.
Mr. President.
Senator from Michigan.
Mr. President, the CR has not passed. We are now vulnerable right now. As my colleague from Oklahoma knows, we are now vulnerable. I do not know when that continuing resolution will pass. Every day that goes by, we are susceptible to a cyber attack. Who is going to answer for that when it occurs? Because we did not act here. And we also know that even if the CR were to pass, it's a couple months. We need to have long-term certainty. That's what we've been hearing from all of the folks in the cybersecurity industry. It's why the Trump administration is saying we need to pass a 10-year extension and we need to do it now. It's why members in the House, both Democrats and Republicans, overwhelming support there. There's overwhelming support in this chamber right now. I assume if we had a vote today, it would be overwhelmingly passed. Why do we risk the security of our country from cyber attacks? Why don't we pass common sense legislation? That's what the Senate should do. I know we have issues that we debate all the time, but when there's overwhelming support and the threats to our country are imminent, we should act. And when we don't act, we fail the American people.